That's all I worried about. Oh, Meezy. I know he been waiting on this, bruh. I know he been waiting on this. I gotta hear what he gotta say, bruh. He was the main people at the forefront saying, bruh, this ain't gonna work out, dog.
No control. Or it's like we're puppets. At least that's what it felt like. Anything could happen at any moment.
They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the? Making him look like this ego monster. Don't know the truth, bro.
I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm here to tell you, as former Faze Banks.
Wait, so is Rage leaving Faze? I mean, I don't know what the contract and shit is, but from that post, he's not tied to anything. He don't need to abide to any, like, you know, binding rules or some shit. That's what I'm getting from that.
This was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life.
One of the worst decisions you could have made in your life? That is so interesting. While last year seemed to be year of the Faze, this year has not gone so well. It all kind of kicked off with Plaqueboy Max announcing his departure from the group, and ever since then, things have kind of been spiraling. And just yesterday, at least this commentary channel got one of the greatest gifts that could have possibly happened. Pretty much every single creator that was affiliated with Faze put out a tweet saying, left Faze Clan. I'm talking about Silky, Ron, Jason, Lacey, Adapt.
He's not happy. He's ecstatic. Why is he so happy? Because he was the main person saying that Faze wasn't gonna work out. He was so much saying that they actually got into a call with him and had a debate about it. It was, so I know he's smiling ear to ear about this shit.
Him, bodies.
Faze lost seemingly most of their current roster, and we've got to talk about it on this momentous day. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Us unemployed got to stick together, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Wait, chat, what's the new movie called? Brand New Day. Brand New Day.
Appreciate it. Now, back into the celebration. Now, Faze isn't new to doing any sorts of different promotions, so when all of the Faze members came out and said left at Faze Clan simultaneously, it kind of didn't surprise anybody. People thought that it was just another one of their, you know, subathons, marathons being
until who tweeted
promoted for what's to come. But some of us that follow the Twitter communities saw that, hey, there was a house up for sale. There were people.
What? See, that's niggas that just be online too long. That's niggas that be online too much. What?
Follow the Twitter, you know, subathons, marathons being promoted for what's to come. But some of us that follow the Twitter communities saw that, hey, there was.
Look at this nigga. After doing some research, it appears the Faze house has been relisted for rent as of this morning, 9 a.m. Yikes. Looks as though move in is available. Yo, what? So niggas just made this up? $75,000 for what? $75,000 a month?
Was a house up for sale. There were people.
Read the username.
Some of us that follow the Twitter communities saw that, hey, there was
Terry the Terrorist in the Thugs community. Okay, yeah, come on now. What, like, why are we even 573,000 views?
Was a house up for sale. There were people being seen in different locations. There was a little bit of a breadcrumbing that had happened over the past couple of days that makes this moment in time make so much more sense. And to get the ball rolling even further away from the conversation about—
oh my God. What'd he say? Wait, can someone link it? Cause I can't, I don't have X. Like, I can't search anything on my computer. Like, I've been banned on everything. Since like IP banned, so I can't look it up. Left Faze. I'm sorry to any supporters we let down. Thank you for letting us come in and do our thing to try to save this shit. I wish it didn't have to be this way, but that chapter in my life is forever Closed now. The chains, chat. What's that chain? What's that chain breaking? Chain breaking emoji. Chain breaking emoji. So, Kason? Did Kason say anything? Why y'all immediately saying AMP? Like, y'all, this would scare me from ever wanting to be a part of anything. I would just want to do my own thing for the longest. Y'all saying AMP rage and all that shit. I don't want to do nothing with nobody. Like, no. I'm not signing no shit. Okay, so, okay. Woo! I'm not gonna lie. I was like dead ass worried for a second. I was dead ass worried that like there was still like, no. Remember what this said here. Remember what you signed here. Remember da. Do that tweet if you want to. It's over for you. Okay, bro's good. Chains broken emoji. He's done.
About this being any sorts of promo, Plaqueboy Max's legitimate cousin, Fatboy Dip, came to the internet and started to spill some tea that was so hot I had to blow it off 50,000 times and still get burned when I drank it.
Gang, you see that little townhouse that Max was in? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the?
Whoa.
Or give a percentage of myself. What the?
Yo. Hello?
But Max is such a good. He just, yo, bro, I just want to. And now he's like, Max, look crazy, look like egoed out. No, that's not cool though. Like taking on the chin, making him look like this ego monster. Don't know the truth, bro.
Now, up to that point, it was unverified what was going on, but what reason would Plaqueboy Max's cousin have to lie about situations that happened? People forget when Max left, he was seen as like the black sheep in this situation.
Kason is the org's esport main guy. So he wouldn't, I'm not gonna lie, does he really even have a reason to really leave? If he was already, because was he doing that esports thing before this whole Faze thing with them happened? So it's like he can just kind of just, I don't know if go back to that is the term, because I don't know if he was still doing it while he was doing this new Faze thing.
Painted out to be the bad guy. He was the villain.
He was? Oh, so then, I mean, I guess he just goes back to that and then just continues to do what he was doing. I don't know. I think just things just stay the same for him. I would assume that he would still be allowed to collab with them if he wanted to. Right?
And all these things, and my ears were percolating because my pot has been stewing. This perpetual stew has been going on for about a year now, but I had to wait. Now, on top of just about every single Faze member saying that they had left Faze, the Faze account themselves also unfollowed every single member, and everybody started pointing their fingers again at Faze Bank, saying, what did he do this time? But he quickly reminded us that, hey, I have nothing to do with Faze. What's going on right now? I left 4 months ago.
Wishing everyone involved the best, and then as soon as all this shit happened, he was like, hey, they was talking about each other behind their back, they didn't like this person said this about that. He just threw everybody under the bus.
It's unfortunate to see what's going on. Everybody the best, blase, blase, blah. You know, getting out in front of it just like any sort of PR person would do. This seemingly triggered Plaqueboy Max though, because what happens next seems to be a total scorched earth moment that wasn't intercepted by anybody. So we are very much inclined to believe that what he says about why he left Faze and the things that happened between him, some of the management, the senior leadership, and the group as a whole, it's jarring, it's damning.
But we had a sponsor for that day, and niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. Game night. Yes, if he was there, he was there. Niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor.
I seen his tweet.
Sponsor. Yeah. After that happened, according to the assistants and staff of the creators, because I'm not gonna lie, I just really don't remember. But they said that Faze has pulled everybody for the rest of the month and sent niggas home early. This is the first time where in my head I went, okay. So, how much control do we have here?
Wow.
And how much control do niggas have over us?
Yeah, it's a very valid question. Plaqueboy Max goes on to allude to the fact that he and the other members of Faze that signed on to the organization.
J-Man is like, who are you people?
Didn't have as much control as he once thought
man.
they did. You see, on a live stream about a
Drama-
year ago,
drama
I
watchers.
remember one Faze Banks saying to me specifically that, hey, you know, we just really rock with these guys. We support these guys.
Bro said I tweeted. Who the fuck are you? I just tweeted too. Who the fuck are you?
We're just behind them and, you know, we want to get behind their creative endeavors. Very much making it seem as though, you know, he was just fully supportive, no strings attached. But as Max is detailing and outlining here that is not the case. He goes on to highlight different times in which the organization decided to flex their muscle and their power. One time in particular in which they kicked Lacey out of the group.
Y'all remember when Lacey got kicked from Faze? He really got kicked from Faze. He got kicked from Faze because, according to the assistants and the staff and the
Tom
cameramen,
Cruise tweeted. Ain't no
they
way.
said that he had missed a video shoot or something, and we were missing video shoots, and so he actually got kicked from Faze. Granted, he was allowed back in a couple, later, because niggas all had combos, but yes, he got kicked from Faze.
He then goes on to seemingly verify what his cousin said in his stream about him having to pay a certain percentage of his earnings / pay $20K a month in order to rent out some sort of townhouse in the back. And he also hints that the other members are caught up in some sort of drama or ordeal, but ultimately he and themselves signed these contracts that had them connected to the Faze name. And
Tom Cruise just DM me, bro. He said, what's good, twin? Don't ever say we not locked in again. For Yale with the 50 gifted motherfucking subs. I appreciate you, my boy.
the Faze brand.
Appreciate
I think
you,
we're
my
seeing
boy.
a lot of content creators in 2025, specifically from the streaming side, signed to these organizations, signed to these production companies, signed to these management firms that ultimately take control of who they are and what they do, which is completely contradictory to the whole reason why a lot of these content creators hopped into the streaming space in general. Hey, this is not traditional media, but I still want to be in the media space. I want to have control over what I do. Now, kind of as a hindsight 2020 and a forewarning for people coming up after them, these people aren't just going to throw bags at you just to throw bags at you. There's going to have to be something attached to it. No matter what a 40-year-old says on a live stream, they're not just going to put you in a mansion, pipe you up, give you all these...
Yeah, that's literally what they tell the new rappers. That's literally what they tell the new rappers before they sign them. Literally. Like, bro, you're getting sold a dream so that you will sign. So that they can keep squeezing as much money out of you as possible until you are no longer benefiting them. Then, no. They're not going to just leave you. They're not just going to kick you. Bitch, you're going to get shelved. You're going to stay there. You're going to keep the name there. That way they can still get the sense, whatever sense you earn.
Aspirations and fulfill all your creative dreams without anything being...
It's getting fucking treacherous out here. Holy shit. They moving worse than record. Well, nah. Nobody move worse than record labels as of now.
Attached to it at all. No. That's not how that works. And I do think it was interesting that when I had that sit down that Max kind of wasn't as vocal as, you know, some of the others, but we'll get back to that at a different time. Ultimately, Max felt like he was shafted in a lot of regards by Faze, blindsided by the organization, not the members. But because he likes to talk so much and not have his name slung through the dirt, it was about time that Faze Banks spoke out about the situation. And boy, he seemingly turned his back on everybody.
I just watched some clips from this Black Boy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet, and it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer and your community included is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are your boys, but these are the same guys that said they fucking hated your guts after you left. And you know, you're the program and you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott and this and that. And also, like, Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe and you guys didn't fuck with the dap. None of you guys fucked with Lacey or Jason in the beginning. You guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share.
I thought it was love for all of them. I thought it was love for all the guys, bro. Yo, love for all the Faze boys. I hope the best. 10 minutes later. These niggas don't even fuck with each other.
share a brand with them. But Faze was gonna fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Kason. So fuck it.
Wait a
Let's see
minute.
what we can get, and then it all worked, and we forced this
Word
relationship.
for word,
Hold
bar
on
for
now.
bar.
If I recall, that is not what was told to me. Now, I'm gonna stop being petty here because I picked up a lot of audience that doesn't know necessarily the saga. But last year, I made a video speaking about Faze. And in that
I know. I remember this shit.
video, I outlined a couple of things that struck a nerve between a couple of them.
What happened is just because you did it, or it was like early. So it just seemed like he was hating. It seemed like he was hating, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understood what he said. I understood what he was saying.
I made a video speaking about Faze. And in that video, I outlined a couple of things that struck a nerve between a couple of the members, specifically Stable Ron and Lacey. Now, that night, or maybe the next one, I was invited to be on a live stream with Stable Ron so we can go through that conversation and discourse. And I thought that we had a pretty good conversation for what it's worth. We both came in there with some misunderstandings about each other. We came to some conclusions and agreements. And even when Lacey popped in, it was ultimately a productive conversation for what
He was hating. I would say, like, he was partly hating because he was dick riding AMP and saying they're trying to be like AMP. They're not AMP. AMP only works because they're actual friends. Like, he was hating on that aspect, trying to say that they weren't friends and shit like that. But on the other half of it, he was spitting facts. And I mean, and with this happening, like, it low key, a little bit was true.
it was worth. I think we all left with better understandings of what was going on, who we were, gained perspective and insight about each other. And I thought that it was a very mature conversation. There was even a couple of times where Ron would tell his community, yo, like, I'm actually trying to like understand here. So, you know, stop getting on his dick about doing stuff, et cetera, et cetera. So kudos to those guys. But the tides turned specifically when Faze Banks stepped into the conversation and took it totally left. And in that conversation, he said things that kind of contradict what's being said today. Now, from a business perspective, I totally get it, gang. You funded a lot of the projects, and it would seem very ungrateful of these people who you funded to be, you know, so ungrateful afterwards, not appreciative, whatever the case may be. But that didn't really address what Blackboy Max kind of just said there. And you saying that they threw each other under the bus, they didn't like each other in the beginning, this, that, and the third, albeit a reiteration and maybe an exaggeration of conversations had previously, that's a complete contradiction as to what you said. Plus, if you ask some people that were very close to Faze during this time, that doesn't match up what's—
This guy says, new rug video, Dante, he left. I'm looking at the link, and at the end it says start radio. Bitch, you sent me a song. It's a song, isn't it? You thought you had me, okay? You thought you had me. Little do you know, now I'm looking at your mix. I'm looking at your mix, bro. Good taste. Good taste.
It's being done in real time. But we'll get into that in 2 seconds.
I don't know, man. I failed.
He didn't get me. I literally read it and called it out before it even happened. Also, Rick Roll in almost 2026. Holy shit. Do you still say fucking swag and do you dab as well? Like what?
Miserably. It's not the first L that I'm taking in my life. It's not the first time I've failed. But yeah, I wish that, in a weird way, I do wish that I fucking was closer to the fold the last 4 or 5 months. I don't think that this all would have happened this way.
Is it time to victory lap just yet? No, not yet. We'll save that for later on tonight. Banks goes on for another 12 minutes talking about, you know, how Twitter comms are negative, how these kids only care about their viewers and they'll do anything for them. They'll believe whatever they say, et cetera, et cetera. And in a follow-up to the video that he posted, he put out a tweet saying, these guys had free housing, free filmers and staff, all Faze channels, 0% income shared. Their money and platforms all skyrocketed after meeting me, but I'm the bad guy. None of it makes sense. And like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow. Now, as we wait for that glorious live stream to happen, the only thing that we have to really listen to are people from the Faze clan that were a part of this situation.
And me, because I went to the house once. And I will say, it was fun.
And we have people that were close to them. During my research for this video, I found a tweet that Stable Ronaldo liked saying that I cannot believe—
I gotta read this for myself. Nah, never mind. You got it, bro.
This is a grown man I'm listening
Actually,
to.
let's popcorn read. I can't. Okay, wait, hold on. Start again.
and we have people that were close to them. During my research for this video, I found a tweet that Stable Ronaldo liked saying that I cannot believe this is a grown
man I'm listening to.
Man I'm listening to speak right now.
No accountability.
Victimizing himself and throwing the
boys under the bus saying
relationships and secretly
BS and that
in-depth shit dead pissed me off.
It's a weak emoji.
But like by Stable Ronaldo, I don't know. Another like tweet by Ron stated that being 34 years old and not taking
accountability for ruining your businesses
2 times now is insane. This
motherfucker always blaming others for
other people for his failures in life. Heavy statements from ex-members directly, but let's see what
wait, Banks is 34? Why? I'm not even gonna who added this fucking emote? Who added this emote? Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm about to scam. How about this? I'm about to scam all the people that were in our competition. I was supposed to give away $6,000. I'm not giving away no money. How about that? How about that? Not only am I not paying the winners, I'm taking their art and I'm selling it somewhere. I'm selling it somewhere.
Adjacent people to
that. How about we for Yale with the 20, is that 20? Yeah, 20 gifted. 20 gifted subs. 20 gifted subs. I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you so much, my boy. Faze banking it. It seems like that's the only way to really get rich is to scam. So I'm finna finesse and scam everybody and lie. Start a GoFundMe.
These streamers, to these people in Faze Clan have to say. Friend of the show, TK, decided to go live and react.
Whoa. TK getting messy too. Boxy Brown with the fire. Thank you for the fire, my boy.
Back to this situation, and what he said about Banks and the whole situation was very telling about how he viewed this whole entire project. It's a big money grab.
Is it really help if you was telling niggas you gotta pay me a percentage of your streams or your revenue to be a part of what we're doing here?
Again,
mind you, before these niggas joined Faze, what was Faze's relevancy? What was Faze's existence?
Whoa. Slow down. Cause Bronny was on Faze, wasn't he? And pretty sure he plays basketball with his father. So calm down. Also, Snoop Dogg was Faze, and he's literally the top smoker of all time. So let's watch our mouth.
Who was Faze? I'm not mad because he did a business move the wrong way. I'm mad because this nigga sitting here talking about it like, oh, I did so much for these niggas and all I did was love these niggas and all I'm asking for them is to sign a 360. Sign your soul away to me, little monkey. You little streamer dancer. Like so what, you little idiot? Like, god damn. I gave you so much. I loved y'all so much like brothers. We built this shit from the ground, gang. And I let y'all get into it. So just sign your soul away. How fucking dare you be so ungrateful that you don't sign your fucking soul to me? Nigga, what are we fucking talking about, bro?
Hey, yo. Scum TK, a streamer and friend of YourRAGE, a current Faze member. He hasn't tweeted out that he's left Faze. Went on live and...
Bro was pissed like he got fucked over. Bro was pissed like he got fucked over. Holy shit.
Refuted and debunked and stated that what Banks was saying was untrue in a lot of the regards, in a lot of the situations. There's one instance where Faze Banks says that he's never made any money from Faze. And Scum
that's gotta be cap, bro. Come on, now that's gotta be cap, right?
TK, again, somebody very close to this situation, completely refutes that allegation and says that it's totally false.
I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my...
You didn't just sell your stake in Faze? I don't care. I'm tripping. I'm leaking.
Well, I think he means like from them specifically. Now, I'm not saying that's true, but I think he's talking about he hasn't made a dollar from them, like taken any money out of their pockets. I think that's what he means.
I'm sorry.
Is it true? I don't know. I'm not defending him. I'm just looking. I'm being objectively speaking.
Just sell your stake in Faze?
Oh wow.
Niggas can't do shit to me. Black Sharks pull up. I gotta
keep digging in him, TK.
We can keep doing.
What? What did that say? Did that say keep digging in him?
Oh wow.
Niggas can't do shit to me. Black Sharks pull up. I gotta
keep digging in him, TK.
We can keep doing this. You didn't just
Wait,
come up
so who
real
has
bread
left
off
Faze
this
so
shit.
far?
Even Aiden Ross, somebody very close to Faze Banks and the corporate side of streaming, who was behind the scenes, went ahead and did his attempt at scorching the earth by outing the fact that not only did he help Faze financially, but revealing the truth behind what happened between the real owners and the content side of things.
They're using Faze's foundation, their money to buy stuff for shoots, brand deals, like Faze has been doing, right? It's a corporate business. So they never signed that 20% initially. They come after them a year and a half later and then ask for the 20%. That is where I think that's in the wrong.
That's crazy because they wait. It's like they waited until they waited until they was like, boom, peak. Oh my God, they're lit right now. I need some of that. I need some of that now. 20%. 20% is crazy too.
Because listen, if your intention was to sign these guys for 20% to join Faze, they probably would have all done it.
Yep.
But now you waited till they're big and they already have millions of followers and dollars. So why would they sign a contract? You can't put a deal in their fucking face at this point. Do you understand?
They wouldn't. No, bro. You got to think about it. When people, when you're streaming, even with YouTube, I remember with YouTube, there's management. There's like partner managements or whatever, partner things, and they take a percentage, but they're supposed to give you like sponsors and all that shit. People do that because they think it's gonna help them, and it's like low-key, it kind of feels like a safety net because now it's not just you by yourself. You have someone backing you who says, yo, if you need something taken care of, if YouTube is doing something, we can take care of that. They put all these sweet little nothings in your ear to make you feel as comfortable as possible so that you fucking sign that dotted line. So if they would have came up front and said, we need 20% as a group collectively, and they like where they were at the time in their career, they might have done it. They might have done it with all the sweet things they were telling them. But to try to do it when they're already at their peak and making the most money that they've ever made shows that, like, what were you thinking at the start? Like, I'm pretty sure they was thinking like, yo, we're gonna make money from this, but I don't think they thought it was gonna be as successful as it is now. And so now they're like, I'm not gonna lie, I need a fucking cut of that. They're making more money than me now. I don't think they were expecting that.
I understand both sides here. They wouldn't have done it. Well, then, Lico, then you could argue that they wouldn't be as big as they are. Or you can argue that, there's many arguments to make. I think they would have done it. Maybe not all of them.
All in all, this is messy because unlike we were told in the beginning, this seems to be way more business as opposed to real, genuine friendships, handling things the right way, the proper way. It seems very shady and underhanded. Now, I know over the next couple of days, we are going to hear, the different sides and people are going to have to speak about this. But this is very interesting, especially because last year, people who kind of called this stuff out were killed over some of their criticisms and takes. So now I'm putting a call to action. Two things. One, I will be live tonight going over what Faze Banks is going to be saying in his stream where he announces everything. I'm pretty
promo.
Pretty sure others will be speaking out about it by that time, so that'll give us a lot to react to. I really want to stay glued to this because I am kind of ready to skip around the room. Skip around the room. But two, in most
guys, after this video, go subscribe to my Twitch because I'm going to be doing a marathon until each member of Faze publicly explains their side of the story. Imagine doing a marathon based off the truth.
Importantly, make sure you get this to them. Ron, Lacey, I'm extending you guys an invitation just like you extended me an invitation to talk about these things. Hell, I'll do it for Max, I'll do it for Silky, I'll do it for Jason, I'll do it for whoever. Adapt as well, especially because it's really messed up hearing that he's also leaving this organization knowing what this organization meant to him. But to you two guys,
he's maximizing it. Yo. Guys, I'm extending an olive branch to you to not go on live on your channel, but to come on my show. Come on my show and let's do the big reveal right now. Let's do the big reveal right now. Nah, chat, that's smart though. That's smart. Come to me. Let's do an interview, bro. Wait, before you go live. Is that a fucking rhino? Before you go live, let's do a collab stream. Let's do a collab stream. We'll have joined chats and joined viewership. Let's talk about it, bro. Please change it. Okay, bro. Like, what? Have you ever seen a rhino in real life? And that's the thing. You're ungrateful for the shit that's going on in the world, bro. You probably never even seen this creature in real life, and you're like, yo, change your shit. It's little things like that when you start to disregard it, shows the type of person you are inside. Okay? This is a creature. This is an animal. This is the world that we live in. And you're just on your phone, dude. When's the last time you listened to the birds tweet, in the trees and felt the grass in your feet? The world is truly beautiful. All right? The world is truly beautiful, but let me change this background now. Let me change this background. Goat shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goat. Okay. Chat.